Hey guys, Tom here, and today I am bringing you another WWE Top 10 video, and today we are doing Top 10 Hidden Secrets about Seth freaking Rollins. If this video can get 300 likes, I will upload the next WWE Top 10 video. Let's get right into the video. So coming in at the number 10, we're going to work our way all the way down to number 1, but number 10 is the fact that at WrestleMania 31, the plans for Seth freaking Rollins to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase was only told to him an hour and a half before he bloody did it. So Vince McMahon, he just didn't know what to do at WrestleMania 31. Was he going to put the belt on Roman Reigns, keep it with Brock Lesnar, or put it on CrossFit Jesus Seth Rollins? He ended up deciding 90 minutes before the main event. So WWE officials approached Seth Rollins backstage after his match with Randy Orton, and he was invited into a room with Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and Michael Hayes. It sounds like something from Brazzers, but it really wasn't. They then decided in that room the ending of the main event, and this was 90 minutes before the main event as the show was going on. Number 9 is the fact that Triple H is actually using Seth Rollins as a pet project. Now, it's considered a kind of secret in the wrestling business because Triple H at times has actually protected Seth Rollins on multiple occasions. Now, Triple H was there on day 1 when Seth Rollins won the NXT Championship, and he was even there at WrestleMania 31 when Seth Rollins won the championship. Now, Triple H considers Seth Rollins a pet project. He's got him under his wing and even booked Triple H himself in matches against Seth Rollins alongside the Evolution faction so that he could put over Seth Rollins. And even when Seth Rollins' nudes were leaked, we're gonna mention this later on in the video, Triple H brushed it under the carpet in aid of protecting Seth freaking Rollins. Number 8, it's the fact that Seth Rollins doesn't use handshakes. What the hell? Now, apparently handshakes are a really big ritual in the wrestling business and backstage in the WWE. For some reason, it's like common practice to handshake every wrestler you meet backstage, especially any legend in the wrestling business. So apparently over the summer in 2013, Seth Rollins was apparently not abiding by these weird rules, and he had some major backstage heat from it, just from not shaking people's hands. Apparently Big Show took huge exception to this and really did have a distaste for him for a while. Now, number 7 is Seth Rollins' ex-girlfriend, Zara Schreiber? Not sure how you pronounce it. Now, they were actually dating until January 2016. However, huge news broke out in August 2015 when she was exposed after older posts on her Instagram account. Now, there were 2 really strange photos on her Instagram account showing swash stickers, and of course the WWE, they were not happy about this. The fact that Seth Rollins was her girlfriend probably didn't help her case, but she was released after this. What was she thinking? Number 6, it's Seth Rollins' heat with Terry Taylor. Now, who the hell is Terry Taylor? Well, Terry Taylor was part of the training center for WWE back in the day of 2010, and he was in charge of training up and coming superstars and divas for the main roster. So, of course, he was in charge of Seth Rollins, and apparently there was huge political heat and distaste and a personality clash between Rollins and Taylor. Taylor even wanted to make Rollins learn the way of the WWE, but Rollins was adamant that his way was best and he wasn't going to do that. Taylor even identified Rollins as a problem, and the cheeky bastard reported it to higher officials in the WWE, and it even came to a point where Triple H had to have a meeting with Rollins to talk about it. It's safe to say Rollins probably gave him a curb stomp. We will also talk about the curb stomp later in the video. Number 5 was the fact that Seth Rollins was almost fired early on in his career. Now, Seth Rollins was called up to the main roster in 2012, but that was until he actually came to the WWE in 2010. So, of course, Seth Rollins came into the WWE as a talented indie star. Seth himself knew, of course, bloody CrossFit Jesus, that he was 200% better than any superstar on the main roster. So he became increasingly frustrated with the fact that he was down in developmental and NXT at the time. Rollins, of course, he didn't get along with the trainers either, So this was just a recipe for disaster. So the WWE developmental trainers were frustrated that Seth Rollins was bitching and moaning, and the fact that he didn't get along with any of the trainers. He wanted to go up to the main roster. He was literally almost fired on the spot until Triple H took an eye to him, and the rest is history. But he was really close to being fired very early on in his career. Number 4 might be the most shocking one, is the fact that he appeared at an event at TNA. That's right. Going back to the start of Rollins' career, he actually worked briefly, very briefly, for WWE's main rival TNA in 2006. So he was only in one match, but that's one match too many for Vince McMahon. He was in a tag match against Homicide and Hernandez at the October 2006 Impact tapings. So he wrestled under the name Colby Lopez, which is Seth Rollins' real name. Now, apparently Rollins said he didn't feel comfortable in the TNA environment. He was offered a TNA contract to stay there permanently, but he didn't want to. Imagine if Rollins was in TNA, holy shit. Number 3, the fact that the Shield were originally CM Punk's bodyguards. Have you noticed how they never mention this? It's not a coincidence. So the Shield famously debuted at Survivor Series 2012 to help CM Punk retain his WWE Championship in a triple threat match against John Cena and Ryback when Ryback was good. Now the Shield went on to protect CM Punk for months, even until the Royal Rumble match in 2013 where Punk would face The Rock. However, after CM Punk's abrupt exit in 2014, it's no coincidence the fact that the Shield and CM Punk's alliance was whitewashed from history. You will be lucky to find any mention of CM Punk and the Shield's alliance on any of today's WWE programming. Why is that? Ask CM Punk. Number 2, I told you it was going to come up, the bloody curb stomp. Everybody loved the curb stomp. Now, during Seth Rollins' famous run with the Shield, then the Money in the Bank briefcase, and finally cashing in at the show of shows, WrestleMania, he was destroying his opponents with the curb stomp. However, after winning the title at WrestleMania 31 with the curb stomp, a month later, Vince McMahon randomly decided he was never to use the curb stomp ever again. The finisher was deemed too dangerous, and now Rollins uses the pedigree. At the time, people were really confused because it became a huge part of Seth Rollins' legacy. Like, if he didn't have the curb stomp, would he have ever won the match at WrestleMania? What the hell? My next bullet point just infuriates me. They were so adamant to get rid of the curb stomp, they edited out the finish to the WrestleMania 31 match. If you watch any highlight the WWE shows of that match, the curb stomp isn't in the highlight. What the hell? Now, the curb stomp has never been seen, but it's never even been mentioned since Seth Rollins used it after WrestleMania 31. Like, what the heck? And number 1, it's Seth Rollins' nude pictures. You knew it was going to be this. This is so controversial. Now, Seth Rollins' biggest controversy has got to be about the nude photos. Rumor had it that Rollins was sending nude photos, what is he doing, to an NXT diva, Zara, who we mentioned earlier, whilst engaged to his fiancée, another girl. You know how it goes. The fiancé found the photos and posted his and Zara's photos on social media. And they were naked. And he had a boner. They call him CrossFit Jesus, and I know why. His penis is godly. Rollins issued a statement saying, "I would like to apologize to all the WWE fans and my family and friends for private photographs that were distributed without my consent." I should hope they weren't without your consent. Surprisingly, Seth Rollins actually went unpunished and actually won the WWE Championship a month later. But it's definitely something WWE want to keep a secret considering their audience. But anyway, they were top 10 hidden secrets about CrossFit Jesus, Seth frickin' Rollins. I hope you guys did in fact enjoy this video. 300 likes for the next top 10 video would be the target. Take care. Spike your hair.